The purpose of this video is to help you understand the power of setting your intentions before you enter a situation and how it can help you with your manifestations. Let's get it. First of all, some background about what I do outside of teaching. I'm the motherfucking monk, by the way. I am also a promotional model, brand ambassador, tour manager, event manager, MC. So it's my job to bring the motherfucking vibe. And check this video out. This is what the fuck I do, basically.
Very good.
So people pay me to do that shit right there, what you just saw. Just be the energy to influence the room. Also, I need to say that I'm not new to this. Like, I always set my intentions before I go to a gig. I always do this shit that I'm about to teach you right now. So this specific time, I had gotten hired by an agency that I never worked with before, okay? So as I'm on the way to the gig and the night before the gig, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I never worked with these people before. Let me set my intentions. My intention was to wow these people. My intention was to show them how great I can be at what the fuck I do. Because, you know, repeat business is always great. My intentions were to have enlightening and expansive conversations, but most importantly, the main thing I focused on was wowing the client, wowing the agency. I'm on the way over there, and we in Atlanta, so traffic is a fucking mess. So even I kind of got there, not late, but I got there and had some fucking obstacles to get through to get to where I needed to be. So when I finally arrived, I'm learning that shit is kind of in a tizzy. The fucking lead ain't there. The person who's supposed to be running shit over all the fucking brand ambassadors, the promotional models ain't there. The client, which was Sony, they were feeling some kind of way about it because we all had to be there to receive training. We had to be there at a certain time so they could let us know the talking points and that kind of thing, what our goals are and that all that shit, you know? So at this point, we're all in the group chat. The hiring agency, the owner of that is freaking the fuck out. She's having a hard time. The person she trusts as the lead for the gig hasn't even arrived because they stuck in fucking traffic. Everything is kind of like, it's a shit show. Everything's falling the fuck apart. I'm like, damn, man, I was setting my intentions beforehand. Like, what the fuck is this? This is not how I intended for this shit to go. But then I realized, oh shit, this is perfect. This is what I wanted. I wanted to wow the client. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna step this shit up and wow the client. So in the text that she's sending to the group chat, I'm stepping up. I'm like, yo, we got this. I'm just empowering the people. I'm empowering her. Like, look, you hired professionals. You hired people that you know can fucking show up and show the fuck out. You hire people to the best of your ability as a professional. And you trust yourself, don't you? So you know we about to rock this shit regardless of what's happening now. This is only the beginning. Most events, they kind of shaky at the beginning because you got to kind of figure things out. Everybody knows their job, but every job is different. You know, every day is different. It was a lot of traffic this day. And I just reminded her of how great she was. Same thing with the rest of the team. Like, look, man, we having a shaky startup, but that don't mean shit. I didn't say shit because, you know, I got to still have some kind of professionalism in this motherfucker. But I had to let them know just because she was tripping didn't mean they had to trip. So right now I have to point out, just because the energy around you is fucked up, don't mean you gotta be fucked up. You have to stand on spirit. And that's what I decided to do. I always show up as spirit. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not finna go down this road with y'all. I'm not finna trip out with y'all. I'm gonna stand on what the fuck I am. With spirit. I'm gonna stand on fucking spirit. So I kept on empowering. I kept on inspiring. I kept on kicking that monk shit. And then I was about to send her a private text. Like, look, just relax. I wasn't going to say that, but I was going to say in so many words, I was going to say, relax, we got this shit. But she ended up sending me a text. And I'm going to put that text on screen right now. You can go ahead and pause this shit and check that text out, all right? Boom. Leading back to the title of the fucking video, $5 raise in this for me now. I know I'm gonna get this fucking $5 raise because I know who the fuck I am. I'm showing the fuck up. I'm not just me, I'm spirit. I'm not picking up the energy around me. I'm sticking with my intentions to do what the fuck I said I would do and kick this monk shit, be spirit in the flesh and show the fuck out like I'm supposed to. Like I said, I'm not new to this. I've always been doing this. Every time I show up at an event, beforehand, I set my intentions. The night before, on the drive over, I set my intention for fun, for enlightening conversations, expansive conversations, a great experience. I never really say I want to make more money. You know, that's a specific. When it comes to intentions, it's always easier to be general instead of specific. Because when we have specifics, sometimes they're harder to believe. Like if I would have said I want to make money, that could have went either way. That's kind of a more difficult idea to hold on to because I really can't control if somebody decides to pay me more money. What I can control is how I am in any situation. And that's what I always decide to do. I decide to be beyond me. I decide to show up as I truly am, as spirit. Because spirit is always going to be the light. Spirit is always going to trump any lower energy and it's always going to attract energy on the higher level. But back to what I was saying, I'm trying to keep this really short. So long story short, I stepped the fuck up. I'm encouraging everybody. When her person showed up, the lead showed up that she already knew and had worked with plenty of times before, I helped to get her calmed down and evened out. So she started actually coming to me for like advice. Not really advice, but when she had something going on, she would come to me and I would just inspire her. That's what spirit do. It's always uplifting and empowering. When you see somebody that's all fucked up, you don't fucking feel fucked up with them, you know? And we're going to get into how fucked up empathy can be sooner or later, but this is empathy in a good way because I feel you. I see where you're coming from and I can either be on your lower level of energy or I can maintain mine to the point where you raise up to my level of energy. That's what empathy is supposed to be. Most motherfuckers be victimized and like, oh, the world sucks and in face I'm hurt. Everybody hurts, so I'm hurt too. No, man, you're supposed to influence. You're supposed to be able to see how everybody's feeling and step the fuck up, stand in spirit, stand on fucking spiritual business and change the energy around you. You're supposed to influence, not be influenced. You know, we're going to get into some more videos about that kind of thing. But the main thing is I stood on what the fuck my business was. I stuck to spiritual energy. I stuck to the highest energy available to me. I called that down and it was a great day, man. I got my fucking $5 raise. We did numbers that they never done before with this whole event. I had to add this shit in post because I forgot, but they gave us these exact headphones for doing numbers and knocking the shit out the fucking park. I got to get on the microphone, which is always an amazing fucking blessing for me. I got to spread my vibe to so many people, just being myself, you know? And that's what it was, man. But back to the whole point was to tell you the power of setting your intentions. Always, before any kind of event, before any kind of situation, whether you're driving to the store, whether you're going to a speech or a play, or you're going to do some kind of performance, whether you're going to a court hearing, whatever you're doing, whatever kind of situation or circumstance or event you're putting yourself into, before you go, set your intention. What that'll do is set you up for the best of what that situation or circumstance can deliver to you at that time. And it's not about just saying some shit like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You have to feel that shit. Like when I'm setting my intentions, I'm seeing the people saying things to me. I'm feeling what it would be like if I'm out there and being my brightest. I'm feeling what it would be like if people are really, truly impressed with me. You know, the last event I did, same thing. One of the guy who was the lead, he came over to me like, yo, the owner of this other brand, she came over and she was like, yo, give me the names of your top 3 performers. You know, I'm in that motherfucker doing my thing, showing the fuck out as usual, being the loudest motherfucker in the room, being the fucking light, being the sunshine for everybody, you know? So of course he gave her my name. People know what the fuck it is. Not only that, it's not a competitive thing. It's an uplifting thing. I'm not trying to beat everybody. I'm trying to exemplify who we are. And we are spirit in the flesh. And I'm just trying to show everybody this is who you truly are. This is what you can be if you lock the fuck in and don't let your external own your internal. You cannot let external circumstances determine your emotions. All right? That's really what it is. I said my intention before I came to this fucking video. I'll be kind of off the wall and shit, but this shit gonna hit where it need to hit. The motherfuckers that's aligned with me right now with this energy, they gonna feel it. So for you, if you ready for this shit, thank you. And hey man, start setting your fucking intentions. Start showing the fuck up as spirit. And that's it, man. I'm gonna cut this shit off because I really don't like to be taking up a whole lot of fucking time. I'm just gonna take up space as spirit. And I hope you do the same. I hope you realize who the fuck you are. You spirit in the flesh. So show up as your triller self, your most true self, your most true and your most real self, which is spirit. All right? And that's it. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.